91X.
What up, Jason?
Hey, how's it going?
So, we just had the opportunity to say hello to Jason Mraz, who I think, and he's, by the way, totally surprised and shocked at this. He has no idea what we were doing. So, but we wanted to take a second just today out of a busy day. As you know, Jason's kicking off his world tour right here in hometown San Diego in a couple nights. And we wanted to say special thanks to Jason, not only for obviously the music that he brings and what he means to people all across the country and the world, but what he does off stage as well, and how proud we are as San Diegans of Jason. And so wanted to take this time to let him know that we know it's going to be a great tour. It's going to be an awesome success, starting off right here for several nights right at the theater. And I just wanted you to know, Jason, that everything that you're doing, all the great work that he's done. As you know, he's an avocado farmer.
Yeah.
As you know, of course, all the great things he does with the Jason Mraz Foundation, particularly focused on education in schools and adopting a school here, obviously in San Diego as well. It just means a lot to all of the work that Jason does, as I said, on stage and off stage. So, Jason, on behalf of all of us here in the city of San Diego, and we wish you the best of luck in the upcoming tour. And it's my pleasure to declare today, on behalf of the citizens of San Diego, August 19th, 2014, to be Jason Mraz Day in the city of San Diego. And there's just one more thing, and I told Jason I've never done this before, but looking forward to this all day. The first ever mayoral guitar picks, and so signed by here by the mayor. To use if he wants to or not, but congratulations. We're proud of you. It's going to be a great tour. Thanks for doing everything for San Diego.
Yeah, man, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Can you post for a couple stills, Mayor?
Sure, absolutely. You got us here?
Yeah. One more. Thank you.
Imagine if you thought you were just going to say hi to a friend and you showed up to a room with 30 TV cameras. Very good. Matthew, anything? Anything?
How do you feel, Jason?
A little surprised, honored. You know, as many of you know, I wasn't born and raised in San Diego. I chose it as my home in 1999. So for the past 15 years, I've been proud to call it my home. I love working. Now most recently in the Unified School District here in San Diego, supporting the local beaches, keeping our water clean, working with some local farmers and the organic farmers, and those things right there, to know that you've got beaches and mountains and amazing school districts is phenomenal for any county in the United States. San Diego County has more registered organic farms than any other county in the United States, and that excites me. So there's so much diversity here. So I'm honored that you would consider me a San Diegan and take time out to say that. So thank you. I do love it here.
Jason, 15 years ago you were playing coffee houses.
Yeah.
And how does it feel to walk into the mayor's office and it's Jason Mraz Day?
Pretty surreal. Yeah, very surreal. And you know, I look forward to using the mayoral guitar picks in the show this week. So if you're at the show, look for these sparkly blue ones. They're different from my typical white ones, and I'll try my best not to fling them all to the audience. But you could walk away with a souvenir guitar pick at our show. So thank you for those.
Thank you. Any other questions?
We're not going to have time for one-on-ones, so if anyone has general questions, let's shout them out, and Jason can answer them that way as opposed to one-on-ones.
So how has been working with the First Lady?
Well, I haven't worked with her one-on-one for this new project, but I can tell you that the Turn On Arts program is very exciting. I spent the morning at Burbank Elementary School today, down in the Logan District, and just blown away by what the attitudes are about public education these days. There's been a story that that charter schools are the way to go and private schools are the way to go, and that people have kind of turned their backs on public schools. But I can tell you right here, San Diego Unified School District, there's 200 public schools that have an amazing philosophy, an amazing commitment to the quality of life education that they're getting. And I look forward to working with the First Lady and telling her about all the exciting arts that we're going to be stimulating into the already awesome curriculum. Yeah.
What prompted you to move to San Diego in the first place?
Music, actually, is what brought me to San Diego. I was pretty much living out of my car, touring around California. I'd never been here before. Started in San Francisco, went to LA, and met some great folks that said, check out San Diego. There's a really thriving music community there, and almost immediately I found the coffee shop scene, which was thriving. It had a built-in audience. It had amazing songwriters, and I thought, I can make a home here. I can collaborate with these songwriters. I can work with these audiences, and it'll keep me from having to have a real day job, that was my goal. I just wanted to immerse myself in a music scene, and San Diego was the right scene for me.
Jason, you have a, sorry, I just want to read my notes. In school, sorry to bring this down, you bullied a lot when you were in high school, and one of your best friends actually came out towards the end of that. How do you feel about the bullying issue, and how it relates, or how do you feel it relates to the fight against equal rights and gay marriages?
Well, bullying is inconvenient. It's unfortunate for those who get bullied. Right. I think bullying is a direct result of how the bullies are being treated elsewhere, and they're then passing it on and showing it to other students, unfortunately. It toughened my skin. When I was bullied, I was like, oh, wait, you just wait. I'm not going to hit you back. I'm going to hit you back with all the success I'm going to have. I'm going to hit you back with being an awesome person to everybody I meet. And that's how I feel we can tackle the issue, is not fight back. And then the equal rights issue, that's been something that I've seen dramatically change since I was in high school. Absolutely. When my best friend came out, even my parents were stunned and didn't know how to act. And nowadays, I wish I could tell you the depth at which my parents have accepted it. But they've accepted it very, very much. And that just shows that the conversation has finally hit every home in the United States and needs to continue to happen.
Thank you.
You've always
I hope I answered the question correctly.
You've always been a strong supporter of the LGBT community, and we have a large community here.
Very much.
And the mayor is very supportive of the community.
Absolutely.
Have you been involved with the community here? Have you been to the center?
I have been to the center. One of my good friends used to work there. I don't know if she still does. And so she gave me a tour of the center and let me know just everything that they do to help the community, whether it's through HIV prevention or just feeling accepted, in the community. I thought it was pretty phenomenal. I know that also when a young person comes out, sometimes it results in their homelessness because parents don't accept them, and I know the center's been a big help in supporting those youth. So, it's no accident that I landed in San Diego. I came here for music, but having had the experiences I had in high school with my best friend coming out, the fact that I would land here in a city that embraces LGBT is no accident. It's only strengthened my message outside of San Diego.
Thank you for that message.
Yeah, thanks.
You were an actor in high school. You played Joseph in high school. So, I'm sorry, just curious if you ever thought about returning to the stage or writing a musical.
I've thought about it, but only for a few seconds at a time. A few seconds at a time. Yeah, it's not on my list of things to do yet. But I still work closely in theater arts programs back in Virginia. So I work with young people who are on those stages. Yeah.
I got a question.
Yes.
Chillax just was entered into the Scrabble dictionary.
Wow.
And you're a wordsmith.
Good to know.
How do you
use it?
How do you find those words in you? Because when you listen to your music, it's amazing. And how does that happen out of an individual to have those lyrics?
I use a thesaurus. Because I generally will write something that might be very obvious. And if it sounds just a little cheeky, I'm not afraid to open a thesaurus and see how I might better explain myself, or or intrigue the listener. Like, oh, what does that mean? Why did he say it that way? So some of my collaborators are here with me today who I made this new album with, and we write songs from the heart. We try to make it sound as if it can be something that a human being says naturally, but we're also not afraid to do a little research on a topic or on a heart topic even about emotions so that it connects with people.
Paul McCartney recently said, who does he listen to? And he said you.
Huh.
How does that make you feel?
That's the first time I've heard that. Makes it feel like it's Jason Mraz Day.
I like mayoral press conferences where the mayor doesn't have to speak. This is great. This is the best one I've ever done. These are great.
Jason, I read that you, during things like this, you kind of feel like less of a person when you're always asked questions and such. So I didn't know we were going to be in a group here, but I'm a baker.
Wow.
So I just thought that I would
Thank you.
make you some cookies to make you feel like you were a person, because I think it's really, really important.
Oh, I appreciate that.
That's not a problem at all.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom.
Can we get a picture with you and your collaborators?
Definitely.
Is that okay?
Definitely.
Collaborators.
All collaborators. Hold up your thing. Come on in.
So this is Mona Tabacoli, Chaska Potter, Mai Bloomfield, and Becky Gebhardt.
All right.
And you're going to kill them afterwards, right?
That's what we thought we were doing here today.
When you say collaborate, what do you mean? Like,
Well, the new album that we just released is called Yes, and it's what we're about to tour and promote mainly, although we'll be playing a lot of my old catalog. The new album was written and recorded with these 4 women right here. We met about 8 years ago. I fell in love with their sound, their style, how they interacted with the audience, and said, let's collaborate. And here we are, 8 years later, we have an album out.
I have a question about the guitar bracelet. They're all sold out at this point. Do you
Okay.
plan on bringing them back?
Yeah, and we bring them back.
That was a great idea.
Because we're hitting the tour, we'll have a lot of leftover strings. So
Oh, okay, cool.
we make them according to however many
Great idea.
strings we have. Yeah. Yeah, great.
All right, folks. Congratulations, Jason. Again,
Great.
thanks for
Yay,
everything.
Jason!